All right, so what is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new, this is Life on a Budget, because everything in life requires a budget. So I want to talk to you guys about my 6-month strategy for me to continue to move my personal life and my business forward. And to me, I feel like this is a very important process and a very important step that you must do. Even before, as you know, on this channel, I've really got into doing the sinking funds, we will be posting in our next video. But I'm super excited about really showing you guys how I budget, showing you guys really the process in which I go through in order for me to be what I feel is successful in my goals and my endeavors. So I want to first talk to you guys about how I break down my budget, and then I'm going to kind of go into what we want to focus on today. So for me, I break my budget down into 2 areas: my life expenses and also my discretionary expenses. On this video today, we're going to be focusing on our discretionary expenses because to me, that is really the money that you have really to either build or advance or to be aggressive in one way or another. So first, let's look at life expenses, and we won't make this a long video at all, but I kind of want to walk you guys through just this first portion, this first part of how I kind of think about it and how I budget for it. All right, so life expenses. To me, on this list here, is you got mortgage, you might have rent, but you got lights, water, gas. Mine, I have a tank at the house that I am now. Insurance, car insurance, security, miscellaneous. Now, I have this at miscellaneous because here you have cable, maybe your subscriptions, Wi-Fi, and phone. So this right here is really depending upon you, and this is why I have not filled this part in. So for me, I'll keep my life expenses at a certain percentage of my overall budget. All right, so again, I'm not going to fill this in today because this is not really the part that we're looking at. But so I have, let's just say if you have 100% of your overall budget. Okay. For me, I always make sure I live beneath my means in the sense of if I have 100% of my budget, I always want to leave about 30 to 40% of that budget that I do not touch. So all of my life expenses and my discretionary expenses have to be within 60 to 70% of my 100% budget. And that way I know I have somewhat of more of a cushion. I have an ability to kind of know exactly where I am. Okay. So knowing that, with that in mind, let's leave this part today and we're going to focus and strategize about this next part, which is our discretionary expenses. All right. So when you are a solo homeowner and you are a business owner as well, everything that you do, everything that you buy, everything that you purchase, everything that happens, it is on you, which goes back to why you want to leave 30 to 40% available, because you never know what's going to happen. So I have a couple of things here that I am trying to lay out to you guys, and I want to talk to you guys about today. The first thing we want to look at is the loan. So as I said, a business, I have a truck loan, which I just last year purchased a truck. If you've been a part of my sinking funds, I talked about getting it painted and all that kind of stuff like that. And I also purchased a lawnmower last year. Okay. So these are the first 2 that we are going to be talking about. But first, let's look at our overall discretionary expenses. Okay. So I have a money market account that I'm paying on at $200 a month. I also have a credit card, which is 2 of those that I am paying on 2 cards. And those are at around $200 to $300 a month that I'm paying. Now that is above the minimum payments due because I am trying to get those balances down. But right now, I'm not really focused on these parts right here. Okay. So overall, I'm looking at roughly about $1,000 that I'm paying monthly because this actually should be $300. I'm looking at, so actually what I'm going to do now is change that. I'm going to do that right now so you guys can see that. Okay. So what we're looking at now is about $1,000 in my budgetary expenses in my discretionary area. Now, if I want to grow what I'm doing and I'm trying to stay within that budget, the first thing I'm looking at is these 2 loans right here. So my objective is to get these 2 loans and I'm going to try to consolidate them. Okay. So here is my thought. Here's my plan. So on my truck loan, I'm sitting at $6,700 on that loan. Okay. And on the lawnmower loan, I am sitting at $6,800 on that loan. Okay. So roughly, we're just going to say this got us at 13, which it is, I think is 13.4. Am I right? No, 13.5. Okay, so we got 13.5 with these two loans together. Okay, so my objective and my goal is I want to try to get this loan here. I want to get a consolidation loan. All right, so right now I'm paying $500 a month. Okay, now actually on this loan right here, what I have been doing on my lawnmower loan, I actually have been paying above that price. So this actually really is about $350 a month that I am actually paying, that I've been paying on this loan. So right now, roughly, we are paying about $600 a month. Okay, so at $600 a month, if we did that and we got $600 a month times 6, that is $3,600. Now, what you also have to factor in too is that a lot of that is going toward the actual amount that you owe. Okay, so what I'm trying to focus on now is how can I really attack this principle? So overall, what my goal is, and this is really why I started doing the DoorDash. Okay, a big percentage of the DoorDash is going to be going to these loans. Okay, so if I can average about an additional $600 a month from DoorDash and everything else that I'm doing, and I'm adding it to this total. Now, overall, I want to try to get this down to about, I'm going to say $8,000 or $9,000. So what I need to figure out is, let's just say if I say 9,000, and this is just how I go through it. Okay. What I'm looking at now is I'm taking that's 13. I need to look at probably about $4,500 that I need to pay. Okay, so as I add in this additional $500 to $600 a month, what that's going to do is that's going to bring me to roughly about $1,100 a month that I'm paying because I've added 500 here, right? So if I'm looking at that, I'm looking at about $1,100 a month. Now, what should happen is I should be somewhere close when you factor in all the other things that's going to come out. If I'm doing my math right, which I'm not trying to go through all that because I don't want to make this really a long video, but it should get me to a point where I can hopefully be at around $8,000 or $9,000 a month on these two. Now, why am I doing that? Because once I do that, what that is going to do is if I get a loan for $8,000 or $9,000, I will now. So let's just say I do this consolidation loan, and we're going to put this here. We're going to say consolidation loan. OK, so let's just say their loan is at $9,000. OK, so we have now eliminated these two. I'm not going to mark it out because what I also am going to be doing is, and I'll kind of update you guys monthly. Each month, what I will start doing is I will basically be writing down here those totals. What that is going to do is it's going to give me concrete evidence of exactly where I am and how much I need to pay. So let's just say at the end of January, I go in and I make a $400 payment on both loans or on one loan. Okay, then what that is going to allow me to do is see, okay, it gives me a monthly update of where I am and what I need to do over these 6 months. So that was really the purpose of me picking up on the DoorDash. DoorDash really was, what that did was it allowed me not to interrupt my overall budget. So I wanted to find a way that I could add in some cash, but it would not affect my budget as far as what I was trying to do. That is important because this allows me to have a system in place that I can really focus now on working. I can focus on my sinking funds, my savings, and then all I have to do now is just keep the maintenance on this process. So hopefully you guys will kind of pick up something. As I said, I'm not one that's just perfect at it. This may seem very simple. Many people have better ways, actually the numbers of it, but everybody's not number savvy like that. So I'm just showing you just simple ways that you can implement the process. Now, you may not be in a position where you have extra money to pay things off, but what I am trying to show you is just in the details of you taking time to look at your life expenses. Because the first thing you really want to do is actually see expense wise where you are. A lot of times you really don't know how much money is going out until you actually take the time to actually put it on paper to see, okay, this is actually where I am financially. These are the steps I need to take so I can buy this, or I can buy that, or I can pay this off like I'm trying to do. So I'm really trying to take this year to get a lot of my debt out of the way. Okay, because long term, I have some other goals that I want to do as far as things I'm working on. So this right here is just a setup. So I want to take this first 6 months and I want to continue to be aggressive. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. In our next video, we will be going over the sinking funds that we'll be doing this year and ways that you can also build your own sinking funds. We will be announcing our giveaway from our $1 challenge. We still have 2 more giveaways away. And I'm going to be adding in another giveaway. So if you guys want to join into this giveaways that we are doing, all I need you to do is to do 2 things, actually 3 things. Hit the subscribe button, leave a like, and in the comments, let me know either what you're thinking about this content. Let me know maybe a challenge you want to do when it comes to sinking funds or finding ways to save money. But I want to first thank you guys for watching this, taking time to watch this video. Hope you guys will come back for more content, and we'll see you guys in the next one. So the winner for this first giveaway for our $1 challenge is Nene. So thank you, Nene, for hitting that subscribe button and leaving a comment. She said, superb way to save and then count it after certain times. So y'all keep leaving comments down below. We got 3 more giveaways, so don't you guys worry. I got 3 more to pick, so we'll see you guys in the next one.